Yo, what's up, secondhand sandwich? Long time no see. Long time no see. Welcome back to the stream. What up, Ernest? Ready, Lita, Zen enthusiasts. What's up to all of those that are loyal, that still fuck with the pride? I don't know, like, if I got botted with a bunch of like followers to try to like gas me up or something. Maybe that's what happened. But yeah, shout out to everyone that's still keeping it real, hitting the like button, showing up, showing some love, being on this journey with me as I try to find out what is crypto. I'm gonna have to write a fucking novel. What is crypto? What is it really? Everybody thinks it's this. They think it's that. I'm just glad I'm up to speed because of the X. You know what I'm saying? Shout outs to the Zen world per usual. But today is June 13th, 2024. This your boy Crypto Bruh, aka More World Peace the DJ / producer, coming back again. And yeah, man, it's Thursday. Markets are down. Right, they didn't dump it on you they didn't dump on us on in May. You know, they waited till June, catch us off guard or something. I don't fucking know. But yeah, man, today is the 13th, and again, we're in the middle of June, which means once this month is over, most people should be thinking about 2025. I mean, if you really haven't changed your ideology to put yourself into where do I want to be March 2025. Now, you know, I mean, you got some time, I guess. Time. That's actually going to be the word of the day. Time. You got some time, I guess, to get your shit together. But time's running out, man. Time is running out. It's always running out. I was actually thinking about something even more deep into like where my research is in crypto, right? And again, I'm someone who's been in the space because of the self-custody narrative. Like, if I had to grab a narrative out the sky, why do you like crypto so much? Self-custody. That's cool. That actually sounds like a new opportunity for people, right? It's a self-shill in general because it's like, you should self-custody this crypto. It's a meme almost too, when you really think about it, because self-custody gives people this, you know, again, this perception of ownership, right? The ownership can go way deeper down the rabbit hole of what is true ownership, right? Like I would say an XENM coin is as close you're going to get to today's ownership of time than anything else, you know? Maybe you can mint a solXEN coin and find yourself pretty close to time, you know? But there's not that many things that are relevant to time today, you know? Zen forever is like that. I used to say that back on the channel, that if you connect your cryptocurrency to the calendar, you allow people to like live with it. And that's why Zen is going to live with a lot of people, because they're on the calendar schedule of, I need to go get my mints, right? Whatever their favorite chain is, you know, there's always going to be a small collective of people. You know, it could be one person, and that's Zen. It doesn't need to be a bunch of people, because as long as there's one person making time, is always going to be there. It's kind of one of the craziest things. The same thing with Bitcoin too. Like, yeah, that's the end game in Bitcoin. Like, what happens if everybody turns it off, right? It's like, oh, well, there's always one person with the node on. It's not around. It's going to be around forever. Like, if the ledger is alive, it lives forever, right? And that's the time. So, I mean, yeah, pick your favorite chain, figure all that shit out, blah, blah, blah. But me personally, I'm always looking for chains or blockchains that kind of deliver that hold on, ear itch. Oh my god, my ear is the hair in my ear. I'm always looking for the future blockchain that's going to focus on that, right? And a lot of the chains have already lived their due time, you know, like that's why they're legacy chains. Bitcoin has been around for 15 fucking years. We say this every day. Ethereum's been around, all right, for almost 10 years. It's getting there. It's getting up there, dog years, all right? And we already know about the rest of them. So the reason why I'm shifting a lot of my attention to Solana is because again, the gate has opened to try to understand this, because nothing else has worked. And the journey in crypto is figuring out self-custody. What really is giving the users the ownership of the experience, rather than things that are branding it, right? We know it's a good narrative, but not everything is about self-custody. Not everything is about decentralization. Not everything is about syntaxes and, you know, code bases, frameworks. Not everything is about that. You know, everything is about exactly what they're trying to sell you. We work with the bank, says XRP. USDC, we're a pegged dollar coin that's going to be supported by Coinbase, you know, like just all kinds of whatever you want to buy. And that's why, again, I'm looking at Solana because it's up here number 5. And I'm like, what else is like this one? Because now, right, granted, I took a hint from Jack Levin. And again, this is why I'm like, yo, this is crazy that this is happening right now in crypto while we're at a low. The Google guy is teaming up with the Qualcomm guy, and they got Solana cooking right now in real time. Fast ass fucking chain for no fucking reason. Nobody needs that shit right now. No one needs to move that fast. Because currently in today's world, in today's time, everyone's still stuck on price. They're still trying to figure this part out. They're still trying to figure out how to get in and get out, right? Instead of just believing that this could be a gas coin, there's no such thing as being early or late, because you're already late. You need to be there when Satoshi was in the forums, bro. Those were all the people who won in Bitcoin. All of us today, we're just buying this shit and keeping it up. Next steps in Bitcoin, again, is layer 2s. So I'm waiting for that. That's going to be a time-based thing. Once we see OpCat or Bit 420, I think, roll out in that world, right? So you got to keep your eyes on ordinals, man, because that's what's going to turn around Bitcoin. And that's coming up soon. So, I mean, for me, I've already said it. I think we're going down for the rest of the month. Right now, what we're looking at is the daily. And you can see Bitcoin's getting rejected right now. Heavy selling, right? And there's no real reason to hold it, because it has the virus of why not get it lower? So since everyone wants it lower, everyone's going to want a discount on Bitcoin. It's more likely for it to get a discount, right? So I'm looking for that discount. I don't think it will be extravagant. Maybe we get like 52. That's like my most crazy downwards momentum look for Bitcoin right now. Maybe we get 52 in the next basically like until we get closer to the election, right? So I put a flag here for the election November 5th. And I'm not feeling bullish on the crypto space because it's too easy to pump and dump. And that's why, again, I'm looking for the bulletproof, the proofs in the real part of the space now, because it exists. Since the ideology exists, we already won. We don't have to challenge people to believe in self-custody. It's a great meme. People will buy it. They'll believe in it. They'll fucking form a whole blockchain based on self-custody with no destination of what to do with the damn token. Just like, yo, but you own it, right? That was the goal, right? So I'm looking for the next thing. And what I'm seeing here is that, again, the opportunity when everyone returns, because they're going to pump Bitcoin. That's what the fuck? It's Bitcoin, bro. This thing's going to $100,000. Doesn't have to do it right now, right? We have time. It's the middle of the summer. I wish this shit was going up, but I think if it was going up, we'd still be popping off right now, right? Like it'd be yachts. Like we all would have made it by now. The whole industry. But the select few made it, and now some people are looking for a life raft. And that's like the worst type of market you want. Again, all you got to do is go to X right now. Every post about Solana. Oh, let's go here. But yeah, this is huge, guys. This is huge. But yeah, like this one, DGen news. Like Magic Eden partnering. Whoa, this is going backwards or forwards? Which way is this going? It's going back twice. Double back. But yeah, I saw this. I saw Magic Eden is integrating the meme coins. So they're bringing back meme coins into Magic Eden, and they're gonna use Iggy's coin to do this. Now, this is what's crazy about Solana right now, right? All this bullshit can happen because it's like entertainment. It's like you don't know what's happening to get the content to you, right? Like, you're not behind the camera in the fucking production room making sure that all the clips are coming to, you're putting the basketball game together for the masses. You feel me? That's like being in Zen world. You're like in the production room watching people eventually catch on to trends that you can set them up for, because that's just the industry right now. A lot of people that want to stay on this layer, this degen layer. I don't fucking care. I'm gonna buy. I don't understand the command line. Fuck you. Like, I don't want to learn that tiny bit to get closer to the actual core, right? But they're gonna stay right here, and that's fine. They got jobs, and that's fine. Like, they want to build with it. This is fine. Like, I actually believe in this small business market almost, where people can invent ideologies and make a run for it. Now, how long it lasts, I don't fucking know. The morals, it seems people don't give a fuck. So again, it goes back to the whole fuck your ideology tangent, right? Like, people in crypto are proving that we have now proofs they don't fucking care. They want to make a bag, and that's fine, because that's how coins move, how we get discounts, how those that are building, seize opportunity to, again, maybe get into something that you've been waiting to get into. So I'm loving this part right here, where we get this opportunity, right? Again, because the markets are saturated. Like, what the fuck is this? Like, Iggy, she saved crypto. She saved it. But yeah, on a technology level, what Solana is offering is pretty unique. Because again, Tolly's trying to get it down to a chip, and that's just like what we're doing in X1 chain. But X1 chain is different than Solana, because X1 chain is more focused on networking using a cloud, and Solana is based on hardware using cables. So I mean, they're fucking cool. Separate, they would serve two different purposes. So that's why I'm like, oh, these things won't even compete against each other when they're live. So theoretically, this is like a collab, this Solana thing. And it's like a Qualcomm guy who's coming from server cell phones, right? Totally coming from AT&T, building chips for phones so you can get fast, reliable data, right? And then you got Jack Levin, who built Google Cloud, essentially built the architecture for how their atomic clock works. It's kind of bananas, yo. It's still running on what the fuck he helped develop. I actually asked XenGPT this. Did I ask XenGPT this? Like, I was like, when did Google start using atomic clocks? No, like they started using it in the data centers in 2005. So like right after Jack, 1 year before Jack dipped, they changed everything to be global. And that's kind of, again, where we are in crypto. In order for you to reach mass adoption, truthfully, it's going to happen on the backs of this new era where TPS is relevant to bandwidth. And the more bandwidth your blockchain can offer, the more people might be on it, because it's faster and it's cheaper, and it's just what we're looking for as users, right? Again, like, I like Base right now because the fees are fucking cheap. Like, what the fuck? And I have Ethereum, but granted, it's centralized with no plans of growing because it's EVM. They can only do so much of what they can do, and they're not inviting you in. Like, you want to get in, buy some coin stock or fucking apply. Fucking apply. You want to get into Base infrastructure. Solana inviting. X1 will be inviting. So that's what I mean. This new shit is gonna be sick, and we're gonna get these discounts. All right. Hold on, let me drink some coffee. What the fuck are y'all talking about? Y'all dropping paragraphs. Y'all dropping paragraphs. So what are we doing with the validator land? We scrapping X1 nodes and going to Solana nodes? That's not like what it really is. I don't think we know as a bunch of researchers in crypto what the end game is. We have a framework of what it can potentially be, and I would say it's cell phone. It's like how Verizon is in everyone's pocket, or how a cell phone is in everyone's pocket, is some sort of lineage that people can follow in crypto to get crypto in everyone's pocket. Like, they don't need to know what the fuck they're doing. Really, what we need is network support to continue the TPS wars, right? Like, the more hardware that's added to the blockchain, the faster we can streamline this concept of you could be retarded and really drop an app. Like, we need to get to that level. Like, we need to bring people who are trying to launch a fucking Family Dollar, right? They've got capital to release like a Family Dollar or like a fucking bodega or a donut shop, right? But instead, we want them to release on blockchain. Bring that fiat to the blockchain. That's my intuition into this whole perception of things, right? Like, I'm seeing small business coming to the chain, right? Launch your donut business on chain. But we really do need infrastructure to reach that capacity. There's no way we can just do it with proof of stake, delegated proof of stake. No way we can do a proof of work, you know? So I'm getting it. I'm getting it. Yeah. Like, I'm understanding. It's all coming to me, at least. So like, when it comes to the X1 Solana thing, the Solana is X1. It's just like how Zen is VMPX, even though they're not the same things. Solana is a stack of X1 chain that's going to be built into whatever the fuck they're trying to put together, right? And you could almost say Fair Crypto is one of the first attempts, like camp attempts. Like, no one else has attempted to release 3 coins, right, at one time. Because Zen itself is anything with Zen on it is Zen. So solXEN is Zen, and then every EVM is Zen. That's why VMPX is a bridge, because it's made and designed to be someday, hope, you know, when it releases, it'd be liquidity, right? You'd be like staking it and using it as like liquidity for bridging back and forth between 2 hard asset networks, rather than this like new diverse world we have. World's really diverse, bro, especially in crypto. So Zen, anything with Zen, that's in the representation of Zen. Very monopoly like token. This one has an end game, so do this one here, but this one's much more random into the infinity, because at any moment in time people can catch on and start to inject money again, and then it would cause the coins to be made in rapid amounts again, because we're not to its bell curve, right? 2026, when Zen Bell, it's gonna happen. So we got time here too, and that's why, again, it's like, it's not about what is X1, what is Solana. It's really about understanding what the two worlds have to offer, right? There's this world of EVM with only the label X1, and then there's this Solana clone called Solana within the framework that essentially developers can utilize as faster TPS. Before, we thought it would be a roll up inside of the L2, but you can only maximize so many TPS because you're inside of it, like, oh, you know, you're inside of the inside, you know. And that's why, again, I'm actually pro build on Solana the more I learn about it, because it's more of a chip. It makes more sense. Like, for scalability, everybody has a clock in their pocket is what we're going to be hearing people say. That's kind of like what I'm thinking. Could be, I'm trying to pre-predict what the sell pitch is going to be, but everybody has a clock in their pocket. You right now have your cell phone laying around somewhere. You probably also have a digital watch by now. You feel me? This is the craziest part. Everyone has it now. Everybody has access to this thing that could essentially put everything online. And that's like one of the problems that Solana is proving, or like solving, right? Solana solves the consensus issue on like the linear block stamp. So in Bitcoin takes the timestamp and puts it on top of the block, and then everything that goes into the block is timestamped from the overall block that's read by the overall tree. Like everyone sees like block 69, but whatever's inside of block 69, you know, that everyone can see it, but not everybody might not hash it. You know, like everybody is trying to hash the whole block and they're putting it all together. You know, so that's kind of how that's going together over 10 minutes. So you see, it's slow, but it works because it's allowing 10 minutes for a block to fill and for everyone to find it and hash it out, right? And then in Ethereum, it's just like that, but with more nodes. But now it's proof of stake, so it's nothing like this because it's all going through the proof of stake system. That's using the Ghost DAG in a sense. So yeah, like ETH 2.0 is not like this. It's much faster, 12-second blocks. So it's taking all that data, putting it into a block within 12 seconds, and it's pushing it out. And then we have Solana now, SVM, which is taking snapshots constantly of all of the transactions happening, and then those snapshots are constantly being sent around the network, and then everybody is confirming the same snapshots all the fucking time. And then now you can, you know, use a processor to confirm the snapshots as fast as the processor can handle it, or you can create a web of computers with processors that all can spin up really, really fast speeds to hash these timestamps essentially. And that's all based on like cell phone concepts. So I'm like, all right, this is cool. Like I could see, that's why I'm like, yo, Solana fucking mind fucks everything, because none of this shit is actually next to it. Everything is behind it. Aptos is talking about, now it makes sense why we're talking about these people now, because everything else is hot air. Everything has to get consumed by something to be popping. If not, you got to be Pepe. That's it. Like, go, if you can generate a crowd because you're funny, maybe you want to get into memes, right? Being a comedian on chain seems to be very profitable. Who would have known, right? So comedian world all day. But if you're really in it for the hardware, the technology, you probably want to start looking at these chains that don't follow EVM and aren't proof of work. So like Caspa is totally out the race, bro. I don't know why the fuck anybody even shows this to me. Caspa, bro, they don't have smart contracts, 1. 2, they're proof of fucking work. It's over for them. Like, it's over. RIP. You know, TPS wars are huge. We're going to see the next fucking cell phone companies coming out of crypto. That's no cap. Like, we're servers. That's what crypto is at its core. It's a bunch of servers. And that's why Bitcoin makes a bunch of sense, but it doesn't. Like, what the fuck? We're going to have all this technology just going back and forth, like, on some slow 10-minute shit? Like, what the fuck? That sounds 2008, bro. Like, a 10-minute block. Solana blocks are 400 milliseconds, like half a second to take a snapshot. And we trying to get that to like, blinking, like no latency. It makes sense. But yeah, I'm going off. I'm sorry. What the fuck? Where you guys at? Pseudo. What up, QMT? What up, Nomad? What up, Rolando? Bitcoin is forever #1. I'm still mining XENM every day. I plan to mine till September. Now, XENM, that's what I'm saying. Like, if you're working on proof of work, you'd be dumb to mine anything but XENM, because XENM has digital properties in the X1 or the X1 framework, and those digital properties give it so much more flexibility after the work has been done. See, the problem with proof of work, real talk, the problem with proof of work is there's never a destination for the coin, so there's no real reason to keep going. And then when you think about it, when you really put it into perspective of like, well, what do you do in crypto? Oh, you DeFi, or oh, you collect. You know, why would you not want to collect on Bitcoin? Why? Well, you know, would I want to collect on Dogecoin that's minted into infinity, right? Bitcoin seems a lot more scarce in that concept. You got Bitcoin Cash, Roger Verse coin. He's a bandit now. Felon in Spain. You got Litecoin. No owner. Owner dumped. He's out. Believers though. And then Caspa, ETH Classic, Monero. Like, what in the hell? Right? So XENM fits perfect on this list of coins that need something else, right? And it'd be right next to Bitcoin because it's the newer thing, right? Bitcoin, it has layer 2s where now people buy Bitcoins to go to a layer 2. And then they're on this layer 2 that they maybe buy some collectibles, get into some DeFi, and it's in the name of Bitcoin, right? So to spread that virus through proof of work, I just don't know how you do it without an ecosystem like what X1 is going to offer to XENM miners, which is you can stake the XENM on whatever they choose as the validator's consensus layer, right? Because it's really weird what's going on, because typically coins come out and they have consensus like you can't get in, but this flexibility of X1 trying to find the future while staying relevant is special, because again, it's proof of this is like the one time, bro, like after this, good luck finding whatever comes after this, right? I'm not gonna get distracted from this one. There's no way I'm gonna get distracted from this one, because again, I'm focused on XENM because it seems to be the most scarce out of all the coins in the ecosystem, so it will drive the most security, right? It has no way out. I mean, it's quantum resistant kind of like attributes where when it is available from the beginning, its inception will only be through the chain. So all of those that want to leave will be injecting their proof of work like essentially into like whatever is the base layer to produce those XN coins. So it really will always utilize this like quantum utility of creation of the overall X1 network, however big it decides to become. And then it becomes more scarce as that it goes into the pool, right? Because if the pool becomes, if the demand becomes high and everyone's trying to get their hands on XNM because it's just like a great way to hedge the ecosystem, right? And what I mean by that is like you're in that to stake, to get the XN, to roll it back in to the delegated staking or to roll it into something else, because we're not there yet. We're still building infrastructure ports, I would say. That's kind of what I think right now. It's like there's a lot of ports that need to be open first so people can plug in. Like, look, even Solana, like you got to open up all these firewalls, all these ports so that people can plug into your shit. Ding. So there's a learning curve even on that level of like understanding, yeah, we really are the internet now, man. You can really be the internet if you want to be right now, but you got to follow the correct builders, because they're the ones that seen where this could be 20 years ago. And now today we're living in their reality, because they know like the software is not hard. The hardware is the hardest part. And that's why it's fuck, who cares if people are dumping Zen to the bottom, or who cares if people are caught in the trap of the price on a real chart, because in 2025 all these people will return and they will be buying up this hardware and they will be loving this shit, and there will be new ideas and there will be new fucking people by the boatloads, like, or boatloads, boy. Like, it's gonna be crazy how many people really show up going into next year. And that's kind of why, again, I'm bullish on technology more than I am like how high can the price go. The shakeouts are so perfect right now. Like, it's epic. The shakeouts. That's why, yo, pick your favorite team, but you know, educate yourself how you like. Like, I like Camp Zen because it's high level and it's running the race. It's not backing down to like, you know, we can only be an EVM. It even challenged me to think more, and now I see like, wow, no one should think that they can only be an EVM. And then you should question the EVMs to ask them like, yo, what the fuck? Like, can we scale to XYZ? Like, is that the possibilities, you know? And then it's like, do you even want to join that? Because that's what the global race, right? The global clock. We're getting to that. Can you hodl one? Can you hodl one? And Zen, again, Zen is finding all-time lows right now. Actually, on Damn, shout outs Dank for the 5. What did you buy with the first $1 million you made in crypto? I didn't buy anything. I'm not like a crypto millionaire. Even if I was, though. Even if I was, though, it would need to be more than 1 million before I felt like I was. You know? Like, it had to be way more than that. This is trillions of dollars are rolling into crypto. Taking $1 million out of this pot right now, like that's a cheap vacation for the direction that we're headed. Now that I see the bigger picture, right? The bigger picture of how Jack Levin hasn't raised any VC funding, and you guys are throwing away the coin. He's collaborating with a Qualcomm guy who raised 13 million. I think that was like whatever. I watched this like video, which was pretty good. And it like explains like everything about like it's pretty dope. It's like a 15-minute video, gets you caught up on Solana. And I see what Totally did and why it's funny as fuck that it really did go to $8 and the developers held their Solana. So now they hold the bottom. And now this is just a trader's top. So really though, I like Jack's angle of plugging into Solana so we can figure out, is there a way to pay some open source rogue devs in Solana maybe? Like, maybe that's the pool. Maybe that's where the dev pool should be. Maybe it should be in Solana because people are horny for a new idea. And it shouldn't be in Ethereum because we're all sharing, you know, not the same pool. We're all sharing a lopsided pool. And Solana is not so lopsided. It's actually owned mostly by the validators. And they're the ones bringing the coins out. So now, again, that's why it's like the partnership with Solana is smart. It's a smart move because X1 is still its own boat. It's trying to bring developers from Solana to X1. You know, X1 is like all that shit. And that's why, again, I'm like, yo, X1 allows you to think like outside of like, can we only make $1 million here? You know, it's like, what does happen when Jack goes, you know what? Everybody dumped all these coins and I mined all of these XENM coins, for instance. And then he's like, yo, like, I don't really have anything to sell, but these coins I mined. So I can sell you a percentage of these coins, you know, market value or some dumb shit. And then they can jump in on this. That's one angle. And then the other angle that I'm thinking of is that it gains attraction like a Linux or like an OS that people believe in, and it becomes the developers' liquidity pool where it's running with everything else because it's like, yo, pay me in some X coins or something in that nature. Whether it's Zen, XENM, XN, and you know, the developers know the environment and the people who are there, right? Because we're in the future now. Everyone's got a clock in their pocket. They'll all know how to finesse this particular zone. And maybe X1 never really surfaces. It's just like a, you know, it's like a Pirate Bay or something like in that nature. But that's like my like least, I mean, that's like a fantasy kind of ideology, or a failure ideology. Like if everything failed, that's what I could see X1 becoming. Like it's released, it pumps hard, everybody gets, you know, semi-rich, we all dump it, and it never recovers. Right? That's crypto. But I'm sure that's not what they want to build. Right? They want to do the same thing that Solana did. Solana kind of proved a point here too. It doesn't matter what the fucking market thinks. If the developers know what they can do with it, they'll just they'll hodl it up. Man, I had a chance to grab it here too. That's why I'm just like, God damn it. I can't believe I listened to crypto Twitter, bro. Crypto Twitter is like so toxic. It'll fucking make you fade the simplest plays. It's like buying Apple stock pretty much at this point. But yeah, fuck Solana, fuck decentralization, blah, 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 blah. X1 to the fucking top, you know. But like, yeah, that's why I understand that part, bro. I'm not going to knock Solana, especially if it could be the first main layer. And then, because you can also bridge people as we go. If we feel like we make an XVM that, like is, you know, or I don't know what will be the thing. Because right now, I don't know what what if X1 is just a consensus AI? Like, what if that's X1? Oh, this blockchain has X1 inside of it. Like, it's running that 21 constant rotating validator using the transformer, right? And then that allows the chain to work even faster, because now it doesn't have to have decision, or like, how do you say this? Like, now the decision making and transactions can become even more intelligent. So directing the data points become more intelligent, because now you have a learning engine on how data points are even being spread out. That's why X1 bullish is a motherfucker, bro. No one's thinking on that level, because they can't right now. They gotta deal with their chain. That's Jack doesn't have to deal with actual people on a chain. He gets to just kind of dream, and he's just floating around. That's why it's pretty unique. But when X1 is live and all these pieces are to the public, I think developers will want to work with it. But I do think it's on him to make sure he does pick environments that are futuristic, like this Rust environment, to bait in the future, right? Not the past. So not everyone's going to want, Solidity, because you only can go so far if all the volume is on Solana. Like, if I'm learning Solidity and I see that Solana's just ripping, I'm going to be like, dude, how do I do this in Rust? Like, how do I bring this to the area that it's ripping? Like, right? And I think that's a futuristic upgrade to the overall network. So when people start looking for TPS, or maybe that's where we move to, what my ideology is that the infrastructure becomes so enterprise, data center driven, that the bigger companies do move into a Solana, an X1, because they want to stabilize it, because they see, oh, if we stabilize this, what was once a bedroom action, but we stabilize it to be more enterprise driven, corporate driven, we can build bigger and better ideas. We can actually do Ticketmaster NFTs, like, type shit. We can actually do the Super Bowl giveaway airdrop to the masses inside of a fucking football arena. Like, that shit is not possible right now. None of it is. And it's because of the EVM layer. It's just not there. You can do it on Coinbase, but that's not helping the industry. That's just helping Coinbase. So shout outs Base. Go help Coinbase, because they're going to help you help them. Right? What up, Mind, Body, and Crypto? Creation of investment thesis is non-existent in the Zen community. Please stop being losers and learn how to win. Yo, no one cares about investing in Zen. That shit is hilarious. I haven't bought Zen since it dripped this low. I'm gonna wait for it to get a little bit more oversold, but I know it won't get oversold until this market fucking crashes. So again, I'm betting on some lower lows here. I need to see a lower low below this one here from early May. We need to erase May in June and just be like, oh, we waited 30 days, that'd be funny. But that was, again, this would just give everyone an opportunity. It's not that far down, 66 to 56, $10,000. Like, that's not even that far. It's crazy to think that it's like doomsday now with $10,000. Oh my God, everything's crashing, But I would say no, things are flushing. They flushing out coins. This is the summer flush. Did your coin survive? Did your coin stick, or did it flush out, or did your coin release a blockchain? A lot of funny stuff. I bought a Billy Zen at 5 zeros and a 17, or 6 zeros and a 17. So for $170, that's not bad. That's not bad. Hey, we got 666,999. I really want to see Zen drop a zero. I would love to see seven zeros for $1 billion. We see that 7, and we're looking at $70, $50 for 1 billion Zen. So I'm pro go and dump those. I've seen what happened to Solana, and I think we're modeling this. This is going to be the model. This is the model. This is part of the pitch deck. because it's like, yo, look what technology did, and look how strong Solana is. It's really strong. There's a lot of support. There's a lot of believers because they rich now. Like they bought this. They were buying this shit down here. Hodling. We was calling them fucking weirdos. FTX scam. Not even looking at their hockey puck, seeing like that shit is just like magic. And that's why, again, if you were buying Solana back here, if you caught that dip back to $5, you're chilling, because the goal in Solana is not to sell all the coins. There is a market they want to create, but it looks, again, it's future positioning for their nodes, and they need more nodes to come online. They need more data centers. So yeah, I think there's going to be just a lot of opportunity to get involved in the next 5 years with Solana. And you won't like be like, it won't, it's a very safe technology play. It's like NVIDIA shit type shit. That's kind of where I'm seeing it now, because I want X1 to be on that level. I would love X1 to be an option for the house, because that's where we're going. Like, you're going to be on a chain, dude. And whatever chain you subscribe to is what you subscribe to. But whatever chain your enterprise subscription is subscribed to, you're subscribed to. All right. So I want to be in the mix of that shit, that port. Right. Where someone invents something where everyone comes online. And I think it's going to happen in the TPS wars. It's not right now in the consensus wars. We get it. We at proof of stake, proof of whatever, be whatever the fuck you want to prove whatever you want. People care about how fast and cheap the transactions are getting to them. That's all they care about. So yeah, this is a blueprint for XEN, for X1, really for XEN. There is no price again on XENM. That's why it's crazy. XENM could just come out the gate expensive because there's no price for it. But XEN itself, this is like part of the pitch where it's like, it comes to conclusion that, hey, this technology is pretty cool. So people just buy it. And then they control the market because not enough coins are coming out of the validator set to dump them on the market, because there's no reason to do that. I have no clue where that mannerism came from. Right? Maybe it does come from the Ethereum Foundation always having to dump at the top so that they can fund everybody. But in Solana, they openly say that, like, yeah, sell your coins if you need to, but the thing that brings or keeps the community is that you don't want to lose your rank, though, right? It's like mining SolXEN. They gamify the delegated staking. So it's like, you don't want to lose your rank. Don't you want to be a part of this giant system? I mean, I'm showing the same thing for X1 chain. I'm like, yo, don't you want to be part of this giant system? Fuck, bro. Yeah, I guess I'm looking in a mirror a lot when I'm looking at Solana right now, because everything we're promoting at X1 chain, they've done since 2020. So it's fucking weird. As long as the XEN smart contract doesn't change, my investment thesis will remain solid. Thank God it's immutable. That shit will never change. It's changing hands though. Because like, what is this, V2? So V2 today, someone removed all their liquidity. All the liquidity was out today. I don't know if that's bullish or bearish. But yeah, there was 162 or 1.62 trillion XEN in the LP, paired with the nice number 69 ETH. So that was significant. I don't know if this person was tired of losing, or if they said I have enough XEN. I mean, they entered with 100 ETH and walked out with 69 ETH. So I don't know what's going on, but this is what I mean in the XEN thing, is that they want you to sell it to zero. They want you to get out of your position, because this might be the secret elite coin on some tinfoil hat theory, because we're not there. We don't know yet. But this might be the secret elite coin. Like, yeah, I mean, technology wise, the way that this is being rolled out, and how I know for a fact that X1 chain, Like the actual network is going to be like a Solana where you're going to want to feed it. Like knowing that you can get some Zen coins and you can burn them for XN, that means you're going to feed this motherfucking chain. And it has different little areas. There's 12 different areas in EVM land to feed it, Bitcoin to feed it, XNM GPU power to feed it. And all those things are working as with their own clocks. They got their own little clock going on, their own little community believing in whatever they want to believe in, you know, but the people who come after the builders, you know, they're going to create whatever they want with all these pieces. So I think, again, Zen is out of this world. It's not like any other chain. It's not like any other coin. Since the X1 chain doesn't exist, you know, you can't compare it to anything because there's no chain. It's like, yeah, there is no chain, but let's talk about how relevant it is to other things and how you can now test it out. Like you could go and test testnet X1 chain. There's still some nodes up running the Phantom fork, you know, and then you're going to have now, I think there's like 24 or 25 validators running on, here, let's see. I think this fool just posted about it. But yeah, I think there's like 24 or 25 validators on Solana now. Yeah, 25. And what's crazy is it's as easy as uploading the client and then bootstrapping your node to this URL. Right. I'm actually going to get online in the coming days. So I'll probably try to make a guide on this one because I think this is pretty awesome for those that are hip and love tech and want an opportunity to be on the other side of the experience, the infrastructure side of crypto. I think this is a little bit harder to get into because the main difference is Jack knows how to speak and like open up a conversation that's very technical to invite in other people. And that's kind of why it's easier, or in my sense, it's easy to explain Zen because it has now layers to intention. Like you could talk about Zen, and then if you really want to know why it's going down, then we open up Pandora's box of like, oh, what is this blockchain? And we're coming down to this thesis where this needs to go as low as it can, so everyone scoops the bottom. And that's one of the fairest launch on a fucking coin that's going into a blockchain. Like you can't say that, like it's just like Bitcoin. Like you're just gonna wish you were there in the future. Like, damn, I wish I was there at the bottom of Zen. Right? You got to understand like everything that is like, what are the elements that make Zen tangible, even though it's non-tangible. And the calendar, come back and get your mint action, makes it very tangible. People have to remember to come back and get it. So that is special, right? And then you also have self-custody. People make their own Zen. So later on, they come back, they have their own coins. Then they're staking. People create more Zen with existing Zen, right? So this has every element to continue into the future. It just needs to go to the very bottom before the S curve in 2026, which is a hard pill to swallow with all this great trading action that has happened on it. So I'm very curious when it'll turn around. But this is the sell pressure that Zen faces, right? And then again, it's like, yo, open up the box if you want to open it up. Come get some potato vampires on Solana, because we're still here. We're still hodling. We're holding up. We got a little bit of a funky looking chart right now, you know, but when you zoom out on the hourly, still looking good. I will never do a giveaway again though, because I'm not ready for that. That actually showed me a new market I got to put my mind on, because I didn't know giveaways were so scammy. And yeah, or I knew they were scammy, you know what I'm saying? But like, I didn't know it's really just not for the common user anymore. So that's fucking crazy that you just can't give away crypto on the exchanges. And again, this is why, like, I do believe like a Twitter or an X would come out like on a base chain, on a Solana chain for spamming, so that it can verify like accounts to be like, oh, that's a bot, or like, oh, that's, you know, add this little piece of code to your giveaway so that, you know, it doesn't get stolen away But all that on a framework level for the developer is sick, and that's kind of what, again, Solana brings. It makes the developers feel included rather than Ethereum, which is like reach out when you feel like you're on an island. Like Solana doesn't want you to feel like that at all. Like they really want to cover all the bases of crypto and then allow you to bring new ideas to life, right? Like bring solXEN to life, where now you're hashing using the node sets rather than just using it to release coins. It's cool, man. Up to 18,000, 18 billion. solXEN, Kraken, PV doing its thing. Let's look at solXEN price. Same thing on the giveaway, LOL. I gave away some xeNFTs for my 100th episode, and all kinds of weirdos showed up, and I haven't been back since. Yeah, there's a big market for that, and I was looking at different ways, and everything sounds like a good idea until I think about, well, why wouldn't this just be integrated on the blockchain level? Right? Like, that's how early we are. Like, we still haven't seen the OS fully finished. Like, there's so much to add, bro. Dude, it's massive. Like, how much stuff is still needed to be done is kind of comical on how we actually are, like, we have this mindset that we need to fuck with these coins. I almost stream now just to try my best to hopefully bring people with me on this mission of like, yo, these charts can be used for attention, but realistically, they're here to tell other people that they have no representation of what is exactly happening. And these charts need voices for users to be like able to find them and be like, what the fuck is happening here, right? And it's just like, oh, nothing's happening legitly with these Zen coins. But what is happening is X1 chain. Here's Jack 11. You know, here's the mission. Here's some other competitors with the same mission of bringing blockchains to the speed of light, you know, to the users. And this is how we plan on getting there, right? And I think that is gonna be new crypto. I just do not think it's gonna be this classic vision of like, I plan on doing something. Like, that is done. You know, like, that entrepreneur, that used car salesman is done. You're better off with your coin doing jack, squat, diggly, nothing, and a couple airdrops from here and there. Like, that is the real alpha now, right? So how do we bring utility back and bring the trust back into, like, you can use something? And it's going to be on the L1 layer. So like, yeah, if you're looking for something, get some Solana coins, hold them, stake them. Shit, if you're just a user. I can't even promote anything else now. I'm like so in the future now. Like, yeah, keep getting ETH because it's gonna get ETF, and then it's gonna keep getting fractionalized. Because Base is not gonna stop. Coinbase is not gonna stop until they own all the Ethereum. Until all the Ethereum is on Coinbase, they are not gonna stop. That's my whole theory on Coinbase. They want you. I think they're giving reward points right now if you change your ETH into Base, because they know once you get there, you're never going to leave. Even I'm there right now. I saw somebody dump their CBs in yesterday, so I'm like, oh shit, I think it's time. I think it's really time to start cooking up the CBs in again. But yeah, they're building their TLV. See, Base is a sleeper because it's not a layer one, so it's not hidden. It's hidden. Like, if you go to CoinMarketCap, all they show are layer ones, and they actually don't have a way for you to filter layer twos. Like, I think maybe here, if you hit categories, you can hit layer two. Okay. But you got to be hip. You see what I'm saying? You got to be like looking for the layer twos. But even then, it's not doing TLV. So you still don't see Base Chain here. Or Optimism Chain. Right? You might see their coins, their governance DAO. But you don't see their actual chain because CoinMarketCap hasn't updated to that reality yet, right? That's why I gotta go to DeFi Llama. But on DeFi Llama, you know, I see the Base is here and it's doing something, and it doesn't have much VC funding because it's open source, permissionless, and it's being run by Base to be like a playground for developers and users to meet up. See, I'm bullish on that shit because yeah, I feel like Ethereum needs a savior, and maybe it's Brian fucking Armstrong. Sorry, Vitalik, damn. But yeah, Brian Armstrong coming to save the day for Ethereum, bro. Straight up. Maybe some other layer 2s will come out, but Coinbase has just so many people that know, like, I go to Coinbase to buy crypto. Even crypto.com would be an awesome ramp, but I don't know if Crow here. I haven't seen Crow in so long, bro. What does Crow look like? Jeez. Crypto.com. Let's see it. Let's see it. Let's see it. Oh man, I gotta change watch lists. So you got too many. You got too many. Damn. Damn, son, where'd you find this? Damn, I need a new one. Create a new list. Oh, I can't do that? All right, whatever's going on. Fuck them then. I don't want to see it anyways. I'll just go over here. Poor dumb people ain't understanding equity. Equality. Have you guys tried Q yet? Q doesn't need the community to burn the supply. The contract does it automatically. I haven't actually dived into Q too aggressively. I'm just watching it. I'm not like focused on like trying to make as much money as I can in crypto anymore. Like that shit is wild. Chasing a fucking dream, someone else's dream again. This is the worst job to have, right? Like you don't want to work a 9 to 5 because you're chasing someone else's dream. So like watching, that's why it's actually kind of relieving that all of Jack's projects fail, because it's like, all right, or not fail, but like go down, because it's like, cool, we all seeing the same shit. There's nobody that's saying anything different than what everybody's saying, and that's pretty fair. But once you step out of that reality, like let's say we go to Q, we have to kind of start speculating on what other people are going to do, what other people might do. You know, why is this, you know, like my number one thing that I keep asking myself on Q, and I'm just watching, I'm observing it. So I'm not in it. I'm not getting any fees. Like, you know, I don't want to build a position to get fees. I get the vehicle. So I don't want to, again, I just don't want to do that because it's not my journey. I'm building fucking blockchain right now. That shit is so fascinating. Speed a lot blockchain, bro. With the AI consensus built into the Xenium layer to bring artificial intelligence to the masses as well. So I like this idea too, because, you know, we're going to need more people mining with a genre-based idea to AI. But the thing that makes me just like want to stay an observer is the 10 liquidity providers and then the 119 followers or 19 holders. So I know most of the people are staked, and I'm glad that this number is growing, but I'm waiting for this to grow a little bit more so I can speculate a little higher. But it's been slow and surely. Like in the beginning, it was like 47, everybody was staked. So now I'm seeing people start to unstake a little bit and hold their coins. This is diversifying a little bit more. So there could be a day, you know, I don't think you can be late on it, right? Because the contract's eating itself. So whenever it starts to go, I shouldn't see like a God candle, right? Unless you're shilling it that hard. Is it going to God candle? Is that what Q's going to do? Is that its narrative? God candle on the way. Meanwhile, in Zen, it's just going down. Speed of light blockchain. Yeah, here, I'll show you this clip. This is actually a really good clip right here. This is kind of like the vision of Solana. Listen to this dude.
With crypto during the most recent wave of hype, prices were spiking, and Ethereum had just broken $20 billion in market cap. Everyone was talking about a breakthrough moment for crypto, and several Ethereum competitors started to emerge. A few of these were direct copies of the Ethereum codebase, but Anatoly didn't think that was a winning strategy. Instead, he was thinking about how decentralized blockchains could one day replace centralized exchanges like the NASDAQ. Modern stock exchanges are some of the highest throughput systems in the world, with servers regularly executing tens of thousands of transactions per second. A big part of why stock exchanges remain fast and relatively fair is precisely because they are centralized.
The point of crypto is to have true decentralization. It will be the projects that achieve that.
Everyone trusts the exchanges to put each participant on a level playing field, and so far, they have. When stock traders deploy code to interact with the New York Stock Exchange, that code can wind up running on any one of many servers in the exchange data center. The problem is that if your server is a little bit closer to the central server, you could wind up with a speed advantage. So the NYSE connects every single server with a cable of the exact same length, 185 yards. This level of control is only possible in centralized systems. So the idea of running something like the NASDAQ or the NYSE on a blockchain was seen as a crazy idea. But Anatoly formulated a solution by going back to the early days of radio. The networks that power traditional radio had a problem when they first came online. If two stations tried to transmit on the same channel simultaneously, it would create static. Radio engineers eventually solved the problem by placing clocks at every radio station and then coordinating exact times when each station was allowed to transmit. Google actually uses something similar to synchronize its global data center network. Every Google server farm has an atomic clock, which allows it to stay in sync with other server farms around the world. The Bitcoin and Ethereum networks don't have built-in clocks, so their validators need to spend considerable resources to figure out the correct order of transactions. Anatoly realized that if he added a timestamp to each transaction, he could speed things up considerably. He called this technology, which is now the core building block of Solana, proof of history. The math behind this particular piece of Solana is fairly complex, so if you want to learn more, I'll leave a link to some resources in the description. But for now, the important takeaway is that proof of history allows each validator to work faster. Instead of waiting for consensus from the other validators in the network, blocks can be approved independently, provided that the timestamp is correct. In order to build the initial founding team for Solana, Anatoly reached out to former colleagues from Qualcomm.
Yo, I fucks with this little clip here. I'll post it in the chat so you can watch it. This dude did a really good job, though, on the 15 minutes to get you sped up, get you caught up real quick. All the content's out there. All the pieces are there. This only has 88,000 views in 2 years. So that lets you know that the industry does not really want us to look at Solana as if it's real, because that shit will fuck up all the node infrastructure that has been set. And I don't think it will, to be honest. I don't think that's a thing you need to fear, right? I mean, if it's literally that much better that you have to dumb it down, right? And now it's like they've used the meme against those that like, oh, we're going to send all these memers your way. How are you going to survive this? Like, and then, and it's like, yo, now look at Iggy's everything has changed. Like, why is Iggy fucking, why is this happening? And it's because of the gas fees. Everyone I talk to on Solana says, hey, it's so easy for me to explain to someone. All you need is a little bit of Solana in your wallet and you can exchange. Granted, it fails sometimes, but a lot of those people are onboarding users into fast camps like Proton or, Jupe, getting them outside of just like the regular NPC pools. So it's evolving. Every day, Solana evolves and teaches people a little bit more of how its blockchain works. And I think, that's something to be feared because they have it down to a server science. And that's what X1 is trying to bring. And that's why, again, I feel like it is kind of the same but different, right? The cloud versus the cable. Qualcomm is they work with AT&T, Verizon. Like, they've built the infrastructure of how you even get your fucking FaceTimes. How you get your FaceTimes? Like, iPhone use Qualcomm so much, bro, to make the iPhone tight. So, yeah, we're in a very special time right now. And it's going to be so easy to look past it because you're like these prices and the way that the market is talking is not like what I'm talking right now. Like no one cares about network because it's ideology, and that's fine. But I see it as well. Like, I seen it as well. Network brings people back. They come back and buyers go. What's the thing you hear in the Zen world? Oh, I'll just come back and buy it. Like, I don't know how this is happening, but it's happening naturally in the Zen world. Everybody's going to come back and buy it. It's like they all know Jack Levin's still going to turn the fuck up. And that's what happened with Tolly. A lot of bigger individuals believed in Tolly and his team, so they didn't fear it. They were like, oh, how low is it going to go? Like, how much of a discount are we going to get? That's blueprint for Zen. Like, if we change it, it's true. If everyone changes their ideology because it's locked in now, all the chips are on the table. I don't think there's any stone unturned at this point in Zen. Everyone is on the same page. The only way this can continue to, like, even the person that unstakes all their coins, they have 1 trillion Zen. You can't even sell that shit. That's like $200,000. There's nowhere there. You can't find $200,000 worth of anything. They're trapped. This wallet account right here, I was like, yo, they can't even sell this. They could sell it in increments, like they could sell it low, but like that's pretty bullish that they unstaked it. Like, what are they gonna do with it? They can't sell it, right? This is 69 ETH worth of Zen. So this one has 7, and number 3 has 14. So 32, right? No, 31. So 31 ETH is all that's left in the Zen pool. Bum, bum, bum. And that's why, I'm telling you, every stone has been flipped over. The time is at an essence now. So it's just like, how long does it take for reality to catch up to where we are? Or how long does it take Solana to get to 100 nodes? Or, how long, and blah, 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 just time. So I think this is a really good place to be in crypto in general, in the time limbo, rather than trying to figure out, like, what is my favorite chain? My favorite chain now is Solana. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to send some post chain to Solana live right now to piss some people the fuck off. So let's go ahead and we're going to use Simple Swap because you need to get the fuck up out of there. I don't know why you guys are so focused on EVM. Get up out of there. There's nothing there for you. You should wait, what the fuck? I'm like a login. They gonna burn it. I think the total is 62k DXN will burned. Oh, 62. Nice. Let's see it. I want to see DXN. That's great, right? Yeah. If that stays active like that, then you burn a lot of DXN. I don't know. My perception of everything of the burns and stuff is just like, I'd just rather observe it. Like, I'm a benefit in y'all's success. Like, I don't have to be a part of every successful bid. Yeah, and DXN was good to me. It's still good to me. But I gotta FUD it because I want to see it lower. So let's FUD it up. Even though it burns 62,000 coins will still be printed every day, or there's 4,000 a day. So 4 divided by 62, we got a 1, we got a 2, 22, we got a 6, or we got a 7, 21, 1 extra. So 17 days. So in about 30 days, the 62,000 will be offset in the amount that comes out. So we need to keep burning, guys. If not, you're going to give me my wish, which is sub 50 cents DXN. Give it to me, give it to me, give it to me. Dun dun. FUD it up. Yeah, give me that 62 cents or, oh my bad, 52.40 cents DXN. Let me know it's a real bottom. Let me know, let me know. But yeah, that's kind of what's happening here in Zen. We're just watching this shit go to the depths. All right, cool. Got my wallet in. So we're going to create the exchange. So that this is called Simple Swap. You can basically go between all different types of cryptos, no KYC. And what it does is it uses a smart contract and centralized exchanges to move coins. So what that does for you is it allows you to simply send some crypto to a smart contract address, and then it's going to do the rest. So what we're going to do is going to copy this here, this address, and I'm going to go to my Rabby wallet now. Let me bring up my Rabby. And then my Rabby wallet, where's this motherfucker? I just I send 5 million pulse chain to Solana, or to this this contract address. So I'm gonna go ahead and hit send here. Oh, I guess you can't see what I'm doing. Oh, it's gone now. Who cares? You don't need to see it. But yeah, I need to move some shit over to Solana, and I'm just gonna use these pulse chain coins because I don't really care for pulse chain, and I don't care for EVM. I'm moving on. It was fun. It was all very fun, but the problem with EVM is it's not scalable. It's just gonna be layer 2s, and I got CBs in for that. I got base in for the save a little bit. You know what I'm saying? I don't need anything else. That's the solution. All right, we're gonna go ahead and send. Double check here. All right. All right. All right. Make sure that's the same Addy. Oh, it's got 420 in it too. Oh, okay. It knows it's lit. So we'll go ahead, sign, confirm, send. So it's going to go ahead and send it through. And I should get 1.8 Solana on the other side. Oh, what a relief. It was all a dream. I'm happy I told Zen holders they could stake short term and sell those gains. From that day, the data we've collected is hilarious. I'm hoping I can DCA more Zen cheaper. Yeah, like what do you call it? I mean, Zen is beautifully designed, and it's actually the way that everybody wished they can release a crypto. Something that everybody brings into existence, and now it has no owner. But you are the owner. Like, it's what Satoshi probably but you know, again, Satoshi couldn't do it because the time frame didn't allot it. Like, you can be public now. You can have a name and a LinkedIn and be in crypto. But like in 2008, you couldn't do that. So it is kind of funny watching Zen roll out and essentially find its true bottom. It's true bottom. It's true bottom. It'll always inflate by 2% though. So that's one crazy catch of it. With the staking, it always inflates by 2%. So if you can get enough Zen and take advantage of hodling it for a long period of time, that's where like you could be the king of staking. But that's way down the line if you can keep all your coins. Good luck to you if you can do that. Don't be rude to Pulse Chain. I can't hang anymore, bro. Anytime I find some Pulse Chain activity, I send that shit to other chains. And it's no offense to Pulse Chain, but like that's just where if I'm on my channel really talking about how I feel and video logging this future, I want to be like talking about the things that no one's talking about. All right, I don't want to be talking about everything that everyone's talking about, because then what the fuck, people come over here and let's go, damn, you're still talking about Zen for 2 hours. It's like, yo, that's the only thing to talk about. There's nothing else to talk about. Now there's Solana on a hardware level to talk about. It's like, oh shit, like Solana is actually kind of cool. Like joining some of the infrastructure is going to be kind of cool. Like something I'm going to do right now, going into Solana land, and why I wanted to bring some Solana over, is I'm going to start doing this this staking. I'm going to put some chips over here in this GTO staking pool, the Jito staking pool. I think that's a pretty clever hedge right now to start building with the infrastructure of Solana, knowing that that's what's going to hold up the chain, and everybody can take in part with it with the liquid staking. So yeah, this one right here. It's their number one, 1.6 billion in total value locked. 6 years from now. 6 years. Well, no, I mean, not really. I mean, we got 2 years of crypto winter left in Zen world. But at the same time, once Jack announces where XEN's going to live, and when that happens, everyone's going to come back, because it's going to be too easy to speculate on everyone that was waiting, everybody that has mints, new people that come through. The idea that Jack is just like Tolly, where when he's going down his, when he's getting ready for, like, he's the most base founder in crypto feeling for real, a lot of people are going to back him. So it's going to be easy for, like, whatever happened before to be whatever happened before. It's not going to be like a Richard Hart situation where the case is what's making him popular, or anything of that nature. Same with, like, CZ. Like, the case is making BNB popular, not their technology, right? So yeah, it's going to be, in my opinion, very important to follow tech narrative still, to get ahead of everyone and find all the cool shit tech related that's getting funding before everyone, and not just, follow the memes. So I'm going to be getting into this, staking a little bit, getting some extra Solana rewards. So what it does is, it says MEV powered, because basically people are paying Solana to use these sets of nodes, and you get a little bit of drip for holding the coins. Now, the way that it happens is you turn your SOL into their liquid staking coin, and that's what generates the rewards. So the liquid staking coin is what is providing you with this extra yield, and then you can take these liquid staking coins and you can go to some DeFi program and stake them and get even more yield. So I same thing as ETH, but we're just gonna do it on Solana. We're gonna just start building in our own personal infrastructure here and getting ready for 2025, man. I think, again, it's gonna be a technology world. It's gonna be based on hardware. It's not gonna be what it is right now. Like, this is the top of whatever the fuck is going on. And yeah, just be careful, bro. Be careful, bro. Be careful. I got a grip of XEN staked. I'm confused on how I got into the top 10 of XEN. Post-chain basically gambled. I'm fine with the slow DCA out over the next 16 months. Well, I mean, like, if you're in the top 10, all you need to do is keep all the coins and be the biggest burner, and then snag all the XN. Take all the XN from everybody, just straight dilute them with your burning. But yeah, because that's what it is now. That's why, like, on base, I'm going hard still, because I noticed no one's really on base. So as long as I'm on base and I keep the atomic clock going and I'm pro Zen and I like the talking points of base, like again, maybe my brand doesn't come out in 24. Maybe that was not it, I'm not rushing it. So 25, the further we go into the future, priming the experience, the better product that's going to come out. I'm with that notion. So I'm watching the same thing in myself, and base is going to be different in a year from now. A lot of Zen is going to be minted, but not a lot of people are minting. So a lot of CB Zen is to be claimed, and I could get to the top if that's what it needs to happen, and turn it into a liquidity, concept where it's like, yo, people got to pump some ETH into CB Zen to stop crypto bro from taking over. I'm just kidding. Yeah, go sell all your coins, leave them on the floor. I'm going to come pick them up. Oh, you got your latitude for the Solana? They need it, bro. They need it. Here, let's see if there's any updates from X11. Yeah, if you enjoy the content, make sure you hit the like button, the subscribe button. This is Crypto Bro, the techno, or the techie. We're on base. We're on Solana. We're on Solana. X1 soon. Let's fucking get it. All right, I don't think he posted anything new. Eve Moss canceled us. That sucks. Fuck Eve Moss, though. You know what's funny about the Eve Moss thing is we call it Eve Moss, but it's just EVM OS. Like, why do we give them so much respect that we allowed them to change that they're just EVM OS? Like, that's crazy. Like, you got to, like, we were following the wrong people, bro. This shit is just EVM OS. EVM OS. And we've been saying Eve Moss. We've been giving them way too much respect. Way too much respect, giving them a fucking nickname. They ain't got no nickname. That is an EVM operating system that is centralized. That is the end. The end. They're not even going to refund everybody because they get to say that Zen is worthless. This whole like Eve Moss thing, it should be a wake-up call for everyone too, to realize like, yo, doesn't really matter if it's your favorite chain. Do they see Zen as spam? Do they see Zen as a restriction for their network growth? Right? That should be flags like, yo, why do I want to invest money or time? Listen, we don't invest. Yeah, most things we invest is time. That's why again, it's like, why would I be in Pulse Chain? But I want to invest no time over there. Like, I want to actually see what's going on in Solana and grow infrastructure, knowing that they're gonna grow infrastructure, right? So the same goes for like Eve Moss. They just kind of prove to everybody who's been building infrastructure there, do you really want to build with the person that believes they know the best path? Like, what is the path in crypto? Like, this shit is brand new, bro. Like, it hasn't even have 100 years underneath it. The fuck? They know the right paths. They know which coins are spam, which coins are just dead weight, you know, regardless to the action, you know, to the hash, to the ownership. Just fuck all that shit, right? So, yeah, EVM OS, we gave him way too much respect. Stripping it from him. Stripping it. Stripping it. I love Richard Hart, and he is the best. He has the best fashion. Lols. That's why I can't get boogie with Pulse Chain though, bro. Like, I can't. Like, it's like you shill Pulse Chain, but you always are shilling a 90% owner. Like, it doesn't matter what direction or angle you say it from. It's like he'll forever be in the shadows because you got 90%. It's like, why don't they just fork Pulse Chain and just move on with the ledger without him right now? So it makes me nervous. It's like, yo, everybody knows now. Again, if you're running the race, and what I mean by running the race is like you're trying to prove something. Apple, for instance, just stopped running the race by pairing with OpenAI. I thought they were going to come out with their own artificial intelligence that is proprietary to Apple, but they just proved to all of us that they're looking for integration because they don't want to invest in that, or they don't want to, for some reason, do that. Why? I don't know. Maybe it does need to happen on a smaller scale, so they can always change. Right? They can always be like, oh, it's OpenAI this year and it's XYZ next year, or we bought a team, now it's this, you know. Just weird. Steve Jobs, we know Steve wouldn't have done it like that. So knowing even on an AI level, high level companies have no answer. They're not in the race. We know for a fact they're not in the blockchain race. Like, Apple's not in the blockchain race. You know what I'm saying? Google could be, but it's more than likely mediocre, right? Same with everybody else is probably in it. And this is why, again, it's deaf to mediocrity, deaf to these stupid ass companies that are trying to use the EVM as a cash grab. Like, dude, the fuck? They're everywhere. They're fucking everywhere. These cash grabs are everywhere. All right. I'm off Pulse Chain. I'm back in Solana. We did it, y'all. We fucking did it. This is where I end the transmission because, yo, go do some research, man. Go learn some crypto shit. Peace. Peace, peace, peace. Hey, yo, shout out to Rolando and Dank for chatting it, and Clay and Lita. Are your YouTube likes anonymous? I don't think so. I don't know if people like my videos. I don't attract people that like blockchain. I educate in blockchain, but that doesn't mean I gross followers. This shit's hilarious. But yo, we gonna gross these gains because they're gonna be buying our fucking bags. Peace.